What is that?
I was gonna say God was man's greatest invention.
God was man's greatest invention?
Or religion, however you want to view it.
Or second. Because even religion started from war. And people started so many wars.
But there's I think...
The explanation of where you come from and where we're going has to come from a moral backing. So you can go to war.
Yeah. And I would say that...
Crusades over this? Is this what you're thinking about?
No.
But even with all the Abrahamic faiths...
African, Asian, however you want to go. The first thing is who made me? Where are we going? That's why in some religions, the woman is God is woman because she's the who brought you in and she tell you where you come from.
The womb.
Wow.
I mean that can be debated either or, but still, there's no wrong answer here. Especially, I like that, but that came out of nowhere.
I mean, no, but it's to piggyback off what you're saying as well. I think to me, religion has always been a political game, and there's war and politics are binaries. I think it was Mao Zedong. He said, "Politics is war without bloodshed. War is politics with bloodshed."
Shout out to the movie.
Did they say that in the movie? They mentioned that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I ain't even... Yeah, I'm... Okay. Shout out.
Subliminal.
Yeah, but the... I just got done reading Dr. Yosef Ben Yochanan's book, A Chronology of the Bible. And sometimes I feel like when it comes to religion, or not even just religion, just spirituality in general, it's a game of Chinese telephone. Y'all familiar with that? By the time it gets to the end of the line, it becomes something totally different.
Very referential. Very referential.
Yeah, but one thing that's really okay. When I think of Jesus as like this dope rapper. And I know that sounds crazy.
No.
I look at Jesus as like this dope rapper that signed a bad record contract.
It sounds like everybody work with Diddy.
I mean, essentially, like I feel like Jesus had this great message, and I think his message was politicized. He was an enemy of the state, and they saw that he had all these people following him, and he was murdered.
And somehow his word got Chinese telephone down the line and was skewed. And
yes.
Now we're going off lies.
I think we're going off
truths.
Broken truths. I mean, I guess that's essentially lies, but that just sounds better.
It does.
Yeah.
It sounds different too. So we're gonna go with that.
But it's the. I mean, yeah. Because I guess when I stepped outside the church, I started kicking it with a lot of people from the Nation of Islam, Moorish Science Temple, 5%ers, and just atheists in general. And I realized I talked about God more when I left church than when I was in it.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
When you went on this
journey,
I don't even want to call it that. When you went on this exile, this Christianity exile, did you feel like you was purposeful trying to find other religions to connect with, or just to see what about?
I guess I was
because I'm always just curious, even though I know I'm not going to join, and I know I'm strong with you. You're not going to Jehovah's Witness me.
No.
So, so I basically went on. Let me see what's on the other side of the fence. Rather than just look through it. Yeah. And ask questions, because a good teaching tool that another friend of mine always says is have to admit ignorance, and when what you don't know. You just you ask questions. You try to see, and try not to go stereotypical and prejudgmental about it, because you are coming from a place of curiosity, and I want to know, I want to learn, and I want to see, and that's probably really why I kind of broke away from the Catholic Church, because honestly, even growing up, I kind of knew. Religion has so many contradictions to me that just made no sense, that I kept calling it out on, to where I just was like, you know what? Can I just do this new school thing and just believe in God and just end it right there in the Bible and what do you call it? Publicize religion with your Creflo Dollar and on TDJ. Just push all that to the side and say, look, let me find my connection with God and just keep that.
And you know what's really interesting? I am a member of World Changers Church International.
That's what's up.
And
good food bank.
He said it, y'all. These past 6 months, Creflo has been having some sermons pretty much disparaging religion, saying why we need to get rid of it.
You think he's trying to get new schools and trendy?
No, I think he's pointing out everything you said.
I mean, it's
because the okay right now. The main thing Creflo has been pushing is personal relationship with God. Mm-hmm. He's saying, if we get into, if I pray hard enough and I just do this, God is gonna come through. And it's like, no,
that's not how it works.
No, and he talks about grace, and just not doing things for show, not doing things because I feel like if I do this, God will love me. God's love for us is something that we can't even measure. But I think people, again, the arrogance, this is me.
You know the great thing is a lot of atheists,
in the repetition. But go ahead.
A lot of atheists use their arrogance towards religion from a religious place. It's like
wow.
A lot of atheists.
That's deep.
Yes, because a lot of atheists know the religion more and better than the devouts. Because they want to attack. They want to use it as this. But in itself, it just comes off of, this is what I believe in. This is why I'm so upset. Why I had all this and I internalized that and I feel like mentally my cup is not full and I'm not worth this. So I choose not to believe in this because of that. Stuff like that. It does come from a personal pain place.
I think
and a lot of them still secretly, clandestinely believe in it still. They honestly just want that touch by an angel, that divine intervention of, see, you came when I asked you to help me when I most needed it. At the time I needed it. You came when I was
Killmonger. You're gonna knock over Killmonger.
My bad.
No, but no. I feel you on that.
And then that's the anger about it, though. And I feel them too because that's where I was. But that was at a young age. I've grown eventually.
I'm not laughing at the content of your words. I'm laughing at the way you say it.
But it is immature that they think if you're still grown and you have that harsh reality mindset, then you're a troll online.
Wow.
You're purposely trolling. That's what you want to be, a clown.
Wow.
Yeah, a jester, and I'm cool with that. But know your role. Don't think you're smarter than what you are, and then you come with this sideways left paragraph type thing of gaslighting, but then you're really not getting anywhere. You're really just trolling.
Yeah. And you know what? I think nihilism is honestly
that's best.
Again, I don't deviate nihilism from atheism. I think they are binaries of one another. Mm-hmm.
Complementary.
Yeah. Cause my thing is, I think people get to a space where they're just like, fuck all this. Nothing matters at all. You know what I'm saying? But let me get back to Catholicism. The thing, I have a friend who's a Shango priest, and he was telling me how a lot of, with Ifa, with the Orishas, they actually, like, our people are so brilliant, they brought a lot of the west coast, of the western coast of Africa, the religion and spirituality that was there, and they remixed it and wove it within Catholicism. Like Santa Barbara, they found attributes within certain saints, and they attributed it to the Orishas. So Santa Barbara is actually the personification of Shango.
So the few prophets.
No. What I'm saying is, they took, you know how like producers in hip hop, they'll take a beat and they'll sample it.
Yeah.
So they make it theirs. So I feel like that's what we did with spirituality. Because if you go, like, I was raised Church of God in Christ, and when I look back on it now, there were a lot of things that weren't necessarily Christian about what we did.
Pick up on that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it had a West African base. And I guess what I'm saying is, I think our people are so brilliant we even under oppression, even under what have you, we figure out a way to make things ours. You know what I'm saying? If I'm making sense.
No. You're right. But that's the thing. Why, if you're going to a culture type idea, we're heavily plagiarized. That's why we're heavily plagiarized. We're heavily appropriated, and we're just mimicked and then mocked at the same time.
At the same time, like how you gonna hate on me and take my shit? But
yeah, and that's the thing. Everything's gonna be ghetto and trappish and all these negative connotations with anything that's sub-black culture that's out of the hood and ghetto. But then, you know, the black suburban kids, they got their own little swag thing. The Tyler, the Creators, get
this man a show. He needs a show.
The other underground SoundCloud rappers, and you know what? If we can just kind of sort of side note, but still kind of segue too.
Go ahead.
Even underground rap scene right now, I'm loving. Okay. Because even the mumble rappers or the trap rappers that are out right now, everybody wants substance. Everybody wants lyricists, but that's the era that we probably grew up in.
Right.
You know, we can't carry over eras, because if we did that, we'd still be in the Cool G rap and Rapper's Delight, you know, in the hip and the hub.
And I love all that.
Yes, I do too. That's for the culture. We'd still be in that, but everything wouldn't evolve though. It would not evolve.
But
everything has to evolve.
And I'm gonna be an asshole right now.
Some of that stuff is great, man.
But see, my thing is, once lyrical content is taken away, once words are taken away,
all right,
what do we have left for hip hop?
But put it like this: once lyrical content is given, then we can't go back. See, that's your thing. You got introduced to. Had you never had, what would your taste buds be towards then? You know, what would be tasty and titular then, you know? But what happened was you got introduced to the Rakim. You got introduced to the Beastie Boys. You got introduced to all the Nas, of course. Yeah. Illmatic and Illmatic, one love. Illmatic and Biggie and all those lyricists of the day spoiled you. It spoiled you where now that's the substance that you're looking for in the young age.
Okay.
But you are forgiving to the act though. There is a act. The lyricist and act are two different things. You can be an act and do lyrics, or you can be a lyricist and be an act. That's all.
No. I won't. No contention here. I get you. Yeah. That's real. I just remember. I used to be when I was like in middle school. I was afraid to jump in a cipher. I remember,
right.
Because I seen niggas get their ass whooped for that could not rap. You know, so it's like I'm a Wu-Tang baby.
I love Wu-Tang.
Yeah, I met the Jizz at Harvard a couple years back, and I feel like if you don't know what you're saying, or you can't add on to the cipher, shut the fuck up. And it's like I hear people now, and it's like I've been thinking, man, if you came up when I came up, you would have got your ass.
But see, that's the thing. Sometimes people get better because even if you said yourself, you're a Wu-Tang fan, right? Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm about to say right
Go ahead.
That RZA used to always say, and now of course this is like 20, 30, almost 40 years in the game. RZA used to always say, "I made $1 million before I could ever make a note."
Yeah.
He basically was saying that he could not read music. Mm-hmm. He did not know song structure format. He did not know how to loop. He just got in the studio, made whatever, they rapped on it, and it was like, we're going to get it and go.
But, okay.
Meaning, and then you know what? Bobby Digital got better. Shout out.
No. Bobby Digital was trash.
No. I'm not talking.
Trash.
I would argue.
I would
argue. Because I grew up with Bobby Digital and pre-Supreme Content.
I did too, my nigga.
And Bobby Digital, I got the art. It was gonna be goofy. See, you know, that's what I like about me is I will give the avant-garde.
That's what I like about me.
Yes.
He loves himself.
Yes. I will be patient with the avant-garde. I will, because that's what it is. I will be patient with the avant-garde.
But see,
that was hip-hop avant-garde.
Okay, listen. I can't even have this conversation with most people. Okay? But the thing that I notice when I do have these conversations, it's always with smart people. People that are smart. People who are thinkers. And when I'm saying the masses of people who gravitate towards that bullshit, they ain't thinking about nothing.
I'm not gonna. This is not my top 5 right here. So I want to make sure.
But you see what I'm saying?
But as a,
it'd be smart. It'd be smart
beats.
people giving passes to dumb people.
Look, I do beats, and shout out to my homeboy. Me and him, we fickle with a lot of songs. And when I listen to music, my first thing I listen to is the actual beat before I even listen to lyrics. Because if the beat doesn't catch me, I even break it down. I listen for those cadences. I listen for that snare when it drops
And
off the 16 bar. I listen for the actual bridge, which changes up the beat but keeps it on tempo. I listen for the actual filters when you hear the dubs. Just a little in the background, because sometimes you can just hear a little dub actually makes a part of the song, and then I listen to actually what they say. So when you go at producers that make stuff like that, because even it hurts me that I'm such a Kanye fan. It hurts me what he's doing personally right now.
Why?
But the artist is maybe we're playing checkers and he's playing chess.
Yes, I think he's personifying what you just said.
And I still love him.
Cause he's a genius.
And I've had this conversation with him on why he's like, what makes him? I said, you understand his song structure and what he does, and he will take one note and bend that and make a whole song off of it. And then his verses will come and then see he's not a Kanye.
You're not a Kanye fan?
Okay. No, one of the only CDs I ever bought was Kanye. I used to love Kanye. What he's doing now is not genius. I don't know where y'all get this.
Are you kidding me?
Wait. Stop.
I'm gonna. What he's in right now is a minimalist movement right now. When he had Ye and when he had Yeezus, yes.
I wouldn't really rock Yeezus. I had to grow.
Black skinhead. Black skinhead.
Please don't swing on me.
A fruit on the problem tree.
Listen. Okay, this is the thing. As a hip hop purist, I understand why Kanye's doing what he does. Because college dropout Kanye